Hey Fit Fam, how's it going, guys? Hope you're having another great Tuesday, Training Tip Tuesday, coming back at you guys. All right, so we're back on the floor, so that must mean correct. Yep, that's right. You may have guessed it. We're back on the mat doing some core work here, guys. So I want to focus on some bicycle crunches, but not only just the bicycle crunches, everyone, but just kind of think about the core in general. Everybody wants to have a strong core, right? Want it toned, want it tight. Everybody wants abs, right, at some point, or did want them at some point in their life. Whether they're visible or not visible, they are there, okay? It's the abdominal rectus, okay, or rectus abdominal to be exact, okay? It's the very, very, very deep muscles that are intertwined in the lower half and deep inside within our organs right there, kind of protective layer on the inside, like a corset, if that makes any sense, guys. Okay, so I just say bicycle crunches, right? But this goes with any type of core move, guys. And what I mean by core move, I mean specifically mainly on the floor when you're laying on your back, okay? So one thing that kind of happens when we lay down on the floor is that we tend to get this little arch, right, in our lower back. Well, we want to make sure that when we're laying down, okay, I'm gonna use my hand as an example real quick, or small little props. Okay, so imagine, my hand is like the, our lower back, right? So when we lay down on that mat, okay, ideally, when we start, we want this lower back, okay, pushed into the mat. Now, most times what happens is when we lay down, we do this number. You see that? We get that arch, okay? Or, see what I mean? Now, what we need to do is, or what happens here is we put tension on the lower vertebrae down there, okay, in that lower thoracic region. So we want to push down to decompress, again, flat. Now, about to head into it, show you my body, guys. All right, now, that's going to help eliminate lower back pain, but also as well, that's going to keep the engagement further on that core, okay? So to head into it, y'all. Hope y'all can see me very clear from the side. I'm gonna try to get my toes in here as well, because that's an important part when you're doing any type of abs, okay? These toes must not be relaxed, okay? They must flex. Now, obviously when you're laying down the mat, everyone, you're nice and safe. You roll it down. You go around that lower back just a bit there. Now I'll try to get this shirt as tight as I can here. So you will notice, everyone, my lower back is now pushed into the mat. I'm gonna straighten my legs out here. Now my lower back is in that mat. You see, I cannot push my hand underneath. If you notice from here, you can see my rib cage up and down. Now it's more flat, right? When we get this arch in that lower back, you see what happens? You see how my body language is shifted. My hand now goes through, it shoots under. Where previously if I push down, I couldn't see. Now my hand's stuck, I can't get it out. Now we're arched, we're out, okay? So you wanna notice that difference? Again, you see with that lower back, I'm arched. Now compress, push down, you see my hips, they tucked in as well. We talked about neutral spine, tuck hips in the other fit tip video there, guys. Now, I just set up on this, that lower back is pushed into the mat, correct? Now, we wanna make sure toes are flexed, all right? You can start with these feet flat on the mat there. Now, common mistake that happens with bicycle crunches, everyone, is that once we place these hands by the head, we get this misconception that we must do this. Pull. Don't pull on that neck. You just slightly supporting the base of the neck there. Relax the neck muscles there. Now, when you come to that bicycle crunch, all right, gotta push that lower back to that mat again, engage that core. We're gonna raise that one shoulder blade off that mat. So I'm gonna start with my right side, that right elbow, meeting the left knee. Now you see that toe is flexed. We're not flat out here. When you do this number, that engages the core even more, causes further engagement in there. Now you notice my opposite side, elbow is on that mat. That is the stop position here on a bicycle crunch. You repeat, rotate other side. Again, shoulder blade off the mat, other toes off the mat or foot. If you need a rest, you may do so. But again, remember, toe is flexed and never pulling on these necks. So as you perform a bicycle crunch, it's not about speed, as if you're riding a bicycle, everyone. Slow it down. Hold it. You breathe in. Breathe out. Every time. On that turnover. Elbow to knee. Lower back into the mat. Toes are flexed. You bring that shoulder blade off that mat. It's almost like you're rocking the upper body from side to side when you think about it, because that will involve the core working from the upper, lower, obliques, and also the intersectional, or we would say in the scientific terms, those cross-sectional muscles there as they go across from that right to left side there. You know, like I said, it's like a core set with that core, because it does tie into that lower back. So again, guys, everyone, make sure with any type of core movement, we are going to press this lower back into the mat. Again, an emphasis there. Make sure we're nice and tight. We can see that. Remember, we're not here in that core. We're going to make sure we push it down. No hand goes underneath there. Flex that core. Toes are up. You're bringing that shoulder blade off of that mat. That's the key, everyone. Shoulder blade off the mat. Not here. Not doing nothing like so whatsoever. There's no engagement there. You're doing this number. Nothing's working. If anything, you're straining your neck while trying to perform a bicycle crunch. So do not pull the neck. Relax the muscles there. Cannot say that enough. Do not tense those muscles up. You can pinch something there. So again, the key is almost like you're rolling that body to the side of that hip there, to the opposite elbow to that knee. Working oblique across that body. Again, push the lower back into the mat. Not about speed. And once again, toes stay flexed, everybody. Hope that makes sense. The breathing is very important too. As you breathe out on this hold here, that'll help further engage that core. As well, as you see my hand here, check it out. If you need to use that one hand, you need to go one side in a bicycle crunch, you can, just like so. You use this opposite side to help prop you up, to help you come up on that crunch. All right, everybody? So again, make sure these lower backs are pushed into that mat so we keep that core engaged. Hope that helps clarify some things out, everybody, especially for the bicycle crunches. Guys, you can apply that to any type of ab movement to where you gotta lay down flat in that mat. Make sure hips are neutral, because the moment you cause that arch in that lower back, you lose the tension. No more muscles are being worked there. Now all that pressure is going to your lower back. So tuck in the hips, okay? Neutral spines, very important. All right, everybody? Hope that helps you out once again. Have a great rest of the day. Trainer Tip Tuesday, y'all.